আশা করি সবাই ভালো আছেন। আজকে আমরা জানবো আমাদের যে জিএসটির পরীক্ষা হবে, সে জিএসটির পরীক্ষায় যে কোশ্চেনগুলো থাকবে তার সমস্ত বিষয় আজকে আমরা জানবো। তো দেখে নিই ফার্স্ট কোশ্চেন। দেখুন, ইন ইন্ডিয়া দ্য জিএসটি ইজ বেসড অন দ্য ডুয়াল মডেল জিএসটি অ্যাডাপ্ট ইন অপশন বি কানাডা। তবে যারা ভিডিওটি প্রথমবার দেখছেন অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশের বেল আইকনটি প্রেস করে রাখবেন। নেক্সট, GST is a consumption of goods and services tax based on answer দেখিনি D destination. Next question, the number of structure in India GST model is answer B মানে 4। আমরা জানি CGST, SGST, IGST এবং UTGST. Next, GST rate applicable on goods and services are option C देखिए 0%, 5%, 12%, 18% and highest 28%. Next, taxes that are levied on any intrastate purchase are देखिए এখানে intrastate বলেছে তাহলে CGST and SGST, আর যদি interstate বলে তাহলে IGST. Next, how to change mode in Tally Prime single entry to double entry mode. Option A Control J. Next, full form of ODBC. Answer देखिए ऑप्शन A Open Database Connectivity. How many type of user are present in Tally? Answer C 3 type of user. Tally Prime is authorized by এখানে কিছু কোম্পানির নাম দেওয়া আছে, তার মধ্যে Tally Solution Private Limited. TDS calculation in Tally Prime mainly based on which things? Answer party ledger, TDS ledger, service ledger, all of the above. Next, which of the following tax is not subsumed in GST? দেখিনি জিএসটি তে ইনক্লুড হয়নি যেটা, সেটা হচ্ছে স্ট্যাম্প ডিউটি, অপশন সি। টু মুভ ফ্রম এনি লাইন টু ফার্স্ট লাইন, অপশন সি কন্ট্রোল অ্যান্ড পেজ ডাউন। At the time of deduction of tax at source, surcharge and cess is added in which of the following cases? Option A where the resident assessee received any income in the nature of salary. At the time of deduction of tax at source, surcharge and cess is added in which of the following cases? দেখিনি দুটো কোশ্চেন কিন্তু আলাদা, একটু ভালো করে দেখিনি। এখানে অপশন অল অফ দ্য অ্যাবাভ। No TDS shall be deducted on GST component included in invoice where the amount of such GST is option A separately indicated in the invoice. Any person responsible for paying salaries shall be required to deduct tax at source at the option B time of payment. Any person responsible for paying salaries shall be required to deduct tax at source at the average rate of income tax compute on the basis of rate in force for the relevant financial year in which option A payment is made. Next, any employer who has provided non-mandatory prerequisite is option B having an option 2. Next, any person responsible for paying salaries shall be required to deduct tax at source at the dash of income tax compute on the basis of dash for the relevant financial year. Option highlight হয়ে আছে B average rates in force. TDS from salaries has to be deducted by which of the following? Option all of the above, individual, firms and companies. Mr. Ramesh withdraw rupees 80,000 from his recognized provident fund after completion of service of 8 years. Amount of TDS on such payment would be option দেখিনি নীল। 80,000 of the nil. Next, M made a payment charge withdrawal from recognized provident fund. Such a withdrawal would attract TDS at the rate dash under section 192A. Option 10%. Interest on security would attract TDS under section 193 at the rate dash. Option B 10%. On July 1st, 2022, Mr. Vadot has made a fixed deposit of rupees 2,40,000 withdraw PQR Bank, which carries interest rate of 10% per annum. What would be the TDS amount to be deducted by bank on such interest payment? Option A. এটা দেখি নিয়ে আমরা ক্যালকুলেট করে বার করব। এটা 1800 হবে। Next, Mr. Remo, a 62 years old person, has made a fixed deposit of rupees 3,60,000 on May 1st, 2022 for 9 months period. It carries interest at the 10% per annum. What would be the TDS amount to be deducted by bank on such interest payment on such fixed deposit? Option A 2,700. এটাও ক্যালকুলেট করে বার করতে হবে। Mr. Kamlesh is awarded compensation by Motor Accident Claim Tribunal. He is also getting interest of rupees 20,000. On such compensation, what would be the TDS amount on such interest payment? Option D nil. A is a partner in a partnership firm and received an interest on loan amounting rupees 50,000. At what rate TDS be deducted under section 194A on such interest payment? Option D nil. Sunita has a savings account with ICICI Bank on which she earned an interest of rupees 15,000 during the year. Such interest would be liable for deduction of tax amounting. Option D nil. Mr. Sunil has won lottery of rupees 5,000. TDS would be deducted at the rate dash on such prize money. Option D 0%. Jenal has won prize money of rupees 10 lakhs in reality show Kaun Banega Multi Lakhpati. TDS would be deducted at the rate dash on such price. देखिए আমরা জানি এখানে হাইয়েস্ট রেট 30%, তো 30% applicable. TDS can be deducted under section 194C at the rate of dash. Option C either 2% or 1%. For the purpose of deduction of TDS under section 194C, contract dash subcontractor. Option A included. BSNL paid commission to their public call office franchisee amounting to rupees 40,000. Determine the amount of TDS to be deducted under section 194A. Option B nil. Payment of the use of mobile towers is liable for deduct of tax at the rate dash %. Option B 2% under section 194I. Payment by advertising agency to a media company dash for deduction of tax under section 194A. Option B is not liable. A deductor is liable to obtain 10 in respect of tax deduction under which of the following section? Answer B 194IA. Mr. Kaulundar has purchased a rural agriculture land from Mr. Kishan of rupees 60 lakhs. Determine the amount of TDS to be deducted under section 194IA, assuming the seller has a PAN. Option D, nil. Mr. Shankit has to pay interest to government amounting of rupees 1 lakh. Determine the amount of TDS to be deducted on such payment. Answer C, nil. Government has to make payment for compulsory acquisition of land to Mr. Samor amounting to rupees 5 lakh. Determining the amount of TDS to be deducted on such payment. Answer 50,000. D. The headquarters of GST Council is located at New Delhi. Option A. Which state became the first state of India to ratify GST bill? Option A, Assam. Which of the following tax has been abolished by the GST? Answer A, service tax. What kind of tax is GST? Answer indirect tax. The chairman of the GST Council in India is option D, Finance Minister. Who introduced GST first in the world? Which country? Answer A, France. Who is called the father of GST for India? Answer Atal Bihar Vajpayee. Who is the first chairman of GST Council? Answer Arun Jaitley. How many GST slab in India? Answer B, 4, CGST, SGST, IGST and UTGST. How many characters are there GST slab in India? Answer 15. How many members are there in GST Council in India? Answer 33. Thank you সবাইকে ভিডিওটি দেখার জন্য। Thank you so much.